Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Now, this is going to be a very quick video that I want to talk about, and this video is going to be pertaining to the shutdown of TikTok. Now, TikTok is obviously a very popular site. It started off in China, and then of course it got exported into America, and then it just exploded, and then so many people got famous off of it. It's kind of like Vine, it was Vine and then TikTok, and so on and so forth. Now, the whole speech about TikTok being banned is not something that's new. This has been talked about in Congress for a long time. In fact, even Donald Trump proposed in the past to shut it down, but nobody listened to him, and obviously it didn't get shut down. So, why all of a sudden in 2025 now they want to shut down TikTok? Well, the claim is because of China. China is collecting our data, and they wanna get as much information on us as possible. And other maybe somebody may come out later and say it's for the betterment of the youth, and because TikTok is giving the youth you know the attention level of a goldfish. I'm sure you've probably heard about that. Now, I'm gonna tell you this: the people who are making the claim that they want to shut down TikTok because they want to make society better or because of the betterment of the youth, I'll tell you right now, they're all lying to you. Your favorite creator is not telling you the truth. All right. And I'm here to tell you that TikTok is actually being banned simply because the people who are ruling you, the real ruler, I'm not talking about the president. We all know who we're talking about. If you don't know who I'm talking about, well, too bad. You gotta get involved. I need this video to make it out there so that way. But I will show you guys a very familiar face, and that'll tell you exactly who it is that's really behind the shutdown of TikTok in America. Is it gonna get shut down? Eh, hard to tell. The reason I'm saying that is because Red Note has become the new TikTok that everybody is jumping onto. Americans really care about the freedom of speech. The politicians, for some odd reason, it's like they don't understand that. I mean, they do, but the fact that they're all bought and stuff like that, and so when the real leader come out and say, "Hey, we want this agenda to be pushed. We want you to shut down this app," and so on and so forth. Well, the fact that these politicians have taken money from these lobbyists, they have to listen to what they have to say. And what I gotta say about this whole thing being shut down is that if they genuinely care about you know the well-being of Americans, if they really cared about the attention span and they want their kids to focus and all of these things and have a good health and yada yada yada, all the nonsense excuse that they bring up, right? If they want to really do that, in my personal opinion, they need to start with the corn websites. Number one, start with the biggest one of all, the hub, the corn hub. I'm sure we've all know about that. All right. That's the biggest one that we know of. Start with that. Start with any of these other hubs out there that needs to be shut down. Start with those, and then you go to OnlyFans. You start with that. You go with that as well. These are steps that you need to take if you want to make society better and if you want the betterment of the American people. Instead, they go for TikTok. Now, what's the difference between TikTok and those other sites that I just mentioned? Simple. One talks about Palestine, and the other one talks about, you know, how freaky your mom can get and stuff like that. So now you see the correlation, right? One is a danger to the real leader's agenda. The other one is actually a positive to their agenda. So you're not going to hear that in the mainstream media. That being shut down is literally the last thing on the menu. Why? Because that's exactly what they need to make sure that the men stay weak. Anyways, that's enough monologue for today. Like I said, wanted to keep it very short. Let me show you the face of the person who really wants to shut down TikTok. And now this video is old. It's old. But this is him. This guy is the leader or the head of ADL. What's ADL, you may ask? Well, all the free speech on social media like Facebook, YouTube, pretty much any social media. X is kind of following in the line right now because of people like this guy right here. Okay. When speech starts to get out of hand, when people start to talk about things that they don't like, this is the guy that gets thrown in. This is the guy that comes in and says, "Hey, we don't like the fact that they're talking about this. You need to minimize or take these things down." And so, yeah. Anyways, this was a while back, so pay close attention and listen to what he has to say, and that'll give you an idea of why TikTok is being banned.
But I also want to point out that we have a major generational problem. All the polling I've seen, ADL's polling, ICC's polling, independent polling, suggests this is not a left-right gap, folks. The issue in the United States of support for Israel is not left and right. It is young and old. And the numbers of young people who think that Hamas's, massacre was justified is shockingly and terrifyingly high. And so we really have a TikTok problem, a Gen Z problem, that our community needs to put the same brains that gave us Taglit, the same brains that gave us all these other amazing innovations, need to put our energy toward this, like, fast. Because again, like, we've been chasing this left-right divide. It's the wrong game.
And like I said, if your favorite influencer give you some bullshit excuse about why TikTok is being shut down and it don't mention this guy and it don't mention, the country that shall not be named and the true leaders, if they don't mention any of these people, just understand that this person is not genuine and they're not here to really give you the full information as to why this site is really being taken down. And so I actually made a Red Note account. I wanted to jump in on the, on the trend. Why? Because we need to show these people that they don't have power. Okay? We need to show them that without us, they're worthless. Our consent is what put them to where they are. Anyways, I'll catch you guys up later.